Alright, I'm back. I just been telling stories about how I met that kid in the X story, but with some random other facts to add sense to this story and why it makes all sense, so you guys get the big picture of why I acted a certain way, why I was the way I was. So you guys are gonna feel like, dude, why were you such a dick? Why'd you act like this way? Well, I'm trying to explain it so you can see my actions. But again, here's the second part or the third part of that story if you didn't know. So after everything that happened in the last video, if you've read or not, I was just a fucking mess. And then 7th grade hit. It was literally to the point where I was on the brink of my mass destruction. I constantly always got sick. You're saying, why I always got sick? Because I had so much stress in my life from my father not being able to earn enough money, the fear of him not being able to pay us all, the fear of my siblings, leaving me behind one day, ending their own lives, and not knowing when my mother's gonna, and kick the bucket. I was in constant fear. So the only thing that kept me going was to worry about my studies, so I wouldn't be able to forget them and claw deeper down into despair. That's what fucking kept me going, man. I always kept getting stressed out because it was already bad enough. I couldn't study at home. I never could. How can you fucking do homework when you constantly have a dad that fucking screams in anger every single time he accidentally either stubs his toe or fucking does something wrong? It's really fucking hard to do, man. I personally couldn't fucking do it, no matter how hard it was. Drove me fucking insane. I really couldn't do anything. So I was left to my own fucking devices, I couldn't really study at home. I really couldn't do shit. I didn't want to fucking argue with, my father because I was constantly fearing him. But again, that's besides the point. When 7th grade hit, when I finally left middle school, it was when I finally came to terms with that guy. Was when high school happened. And I started my channel, I started getting into YouTube, I had experience now. I have a lot of experience now thanks to YouTube. So now I can do this with you guys, and I know exactly what to do, given situations. You guys can give me feedback to let me know if you like these felt deep reading stories in your games, because I feel like telling a part of yourself just makes a journey a little bit more better. Because let's be real here. I know you guys are getting bored of these fights, so the only way I can be able to make the story interesting other than voicing it, and if I accidentally get into fights like this, I can just talk about real life stuff, so I'm not constantly being quiet, because believe me, I know how annoying silence is for especially people. For streaming, it's okay because you can see the person's face, but if you can't see it, it's a little bit harder, because then you think, well, I'd rather fucking watch a fucking silent guy than watch a guy who talks a lot. If he's not gonna fucking talk, like, I get it. Believe me, I know where you're coming from. I used to have been a guy who watched a lot of YouTubers too, so I have experience with watching and doing videos. Trust me on it, but I try to make sure every single fucking video is perfect. From start to damn finish. I know not all of them are perfect. I'm taking a break from, oh shit. Sorry, I'm taking a break from Swap Doodle now. Second half of that game, Let's Play, whatever the hell I'm fucking doing. So I can be able to think up ideas of when I do return, and I'm trying to focus on this. So I can get this done. So I can make all trades Abby, so I can return to other games and finish them, because that's the goal here.
And I heard he was pretty close.
Yeah. Regardless, when high school came, I wanted to start fresh. Because everybody knew me as the weak, oh look, it's the guy who always gets the migraine headaches. It was freaking Zach who cried a lot and never got his work done. And was fucking weird as shit. That's what I was fucking known as. And the kids, they all took advantage of that shit. And they knew well aware, and every single fucking time. Because my brother also went to the same schools as me. That wasn't until 7th grade happened, where he had to leave for certain situations. It got out of hand for him, and it got to the point where he almost thought of, actually ending it all. Good God, my fucking parents came in clutch, right? And I came in clutch too many fucking times. So then every single time from then on, because I was already depressed enough in middle school, everybody kept fucking asking me, because middle schoolers are fucking nosy, where my brother was. And it got to the literal point where I swear to God, I was gonna pull my father and I was gonna yell and start punching a fucking punk, because it got so bad. I really wanted to throw physical violence at them because it was so damn annoying. And I wanted to protect my brother because I don't fucking want them to fucking bully him and bully me further. So, I know other people had their demons, and I had especially my demons. So, for me to be compared to the others, I'm pretty fucking tamed. My life's been tamed. Others aren't so fucking lucky as me, because they never got fucking bullied or had hardships so early in their fucking lives. And when they did, they never had support like I did. I always had an escape and people to talk to. I never used it until high school showed up. When middle school came, I finally gave in and started talking to therapy. And everything was good. Then high school came. I went to Shawshank. Shawshank Tech. I know, I'm a Ram. Big surprise, I'm vocational Ram. No fucking surprised. Because first off, my mother went there, and I thought, if my mother went there, then I think her children should. It was a mixed feelings between me and my sister who went there. My sister fucking hated it. I thrived there. Huge difference. Anyways, a stone engraved with ancient text. Subsistence, the wise men say, will show us the Almighty's way. At least, I believe this is what it says. What is it, Dry? You seem strange. Our hand's glowing. Is that the Triforce? Dry stares at the text engraved in stone. Abstinence, the wise men say, will show us the Almighty's way. He can suddenly read the words himself. If I did not know better, I would say you knew exactly what was written there without my help. Strange indeed. But it would seem the effort of reading is rather worn you down. Do not push yourself too hard now. It seems we could read the text out, but going back with my story before I was interrupted by cutscenes. I went to Shawshank because I wanted to change my life. I was already depressed enough. I was fucking miserable. I wanted nothing to do with anybody at all. Nothing, I tell you, nothing. Before I was fucking for certain, every choice I'd made to that point was already sound enough. I wanted to escape my hellhole, dude. When I was in middle school, I was in fucking purgatory. I was in fucking purgatory. I was in the middle. I knew I wasn't in heaven, but I knew for certain I was near hell. So I constantly put myself into that fucking space because I tortured myself, dude. Torture was the only way to be able to make me fucking continue with school without dropping out, dude. It was bad. Because I knew that my sister was getting bad grades, my brother was already, doing whatever the fuck he did enough. So I had to fucking push myself further. I had to stress myself out to the point where I gave myself stress headaches. Man, it was fucking tough. But, I did what I could. Right? So, again, high school went, and before I knew it, some of the guys I knew from that school came. A lot of people. One of those people was that fucking kid I mentioned. The ex. And we hadn't talked And who knows how fucking long. It was years.
Don't you want to mention the good parts about high school?
I am.
Okay.
So, going with the girlfriend story because, you know, the storyline, but
Yeah.
what I didn't realize was this ex, the guy that I knew, was dating this girl, which was my first girlfriend. And he was an ex of her. So, I never fucking knew. Until I asked her what his name was. When I heard his name, I'm like, fuck, I know that kid. So, seeing that kid also kind of introduced me back to some friends I used to know back in middle school. But when I was in middle school, I was always depressed. I saw them, they were a friend group back in middle school, but I never interacted with them because I had my fucking demons. But if I didn't have my demons, I would have already been their friend at that point. But because it was already hard enough. Okay, gotta end this. See you in the next part. I know I gotta end the story now, but I'll tell you the rest of the story later. Alright, peace.